Hello friends, in this video I'm going to show you how to animate a walk cycle. So here we have few references on Google. If you search walk cycle tutorial or anything, you'll find so many references. So here I'm taking the walk cycle reference from Richard Williams Animator Survival Kit. Okay, you just type Animator Survival Kit walk cycle, you will get so many images on it. We have few, if you see, there are so many different different walk cycles on different frames. He showed, for example, on 16 frames, on 8 frames, like 12 frames. Now if you see this, we are going to take this one 25 frame walk cycle. So if you see this 1 to 13, contact pose is 1, then 13, again contact pose on 25. Okay, and if you see here 1 to 17, contact pose. Okay, so before starting in Maya, whenever you are going to start animation in Maya, before I would suggest do research and do more and more planning. Once you understand the key foundation, once you understand how it works, then it is easy to work in Maya, in any 3D software. Okay, so here are few images, and you can search some videos on YouTube, you can search some videos on Pinterest, Vimeo, or you can shoot your own reference. And here is a Rhino House website. You can subscribe to this, you will find so many video references. You will get, there are walks and run, jump, even you will get whole motion library like animals, birds and human. So you will get the different variation. Then once you get this, you can study frame by frame how it works, how about the contact pose, contact to contact. Then you can see the passing pose. So this way you can study, see how much it is moving, like up and down. See the hands, how it is going, how much it is coming inside. Okay, how much shoulder is rotating, see the overlap in the head. Study all those things, then come to Maya, then start doing blocking. The character I'm using is from characterx.com, and this is the character. So before you start in the Maya, you just have to go to file and take a reference, go to reference editor and reference the character. So it is easy, like if your character is broken or you have updated characters, then you can easily reload this character or replace reference from here. It is very easy. If you go here in the file and if you open the scene, if you open the character and work on them, then after the update or you broke your Maya rig or by mistake you delete anything or your file get corrupted, you won't get back that file. So it is always better to use reference. After this, what you can do is select all these controls and make a selection set of this. First, what will I do? Go here in the right side corner, you'll see you can open the script editor. Okay, once you open the script editor, you will see there's so much information here. Whatever we do, like we select something, all the information will get stored here. So first I will clear everything, clear all. So what I will do, I will select all these controls one by one. First I will select these controls, then this, then these two, then these controls, and select here control A. You can drag and drop here, create a mel script. Okay, so if you select here, you can see all your controls are selected. So now you can easily set key. So you will see, so before this you can on the key over here, it's auto key, and can select this press set key. Okay, so we have selected a key over here. Now before starting, check your rig how it is working, like move all the controls one by one. Get familiar with the rig. Then now if you see, these legs are in IK, hands are in the FK mode. Okay, so I will keep it in the FK mode only. You can switch back to IK from here. Okay, inverse kinematic, but I will keep this in FK mode. Okay, then you can see here what happening is, if I rotate this, your hands are going along with the body. For example, if you rotate this one, you can see hands are going with the body. Now I will select this and I will make it to master. When I switch this to master, see what's happening. If you select this and rotate, that hand is going along with the body, but this hand is staying in the same place. And if you switch this to COG, then this will go with COG but not with chest control. Okay, but you can see it is going with the COG. So this is master and this is COG. So if you rotate the master, everything is moving. So what I will do, I will change this to master. Okay, you have to do this in the beginning, otherwise later it will make a problem. So better you can do it in the beginning only. So you can rotate this. This is a different control for pelvis. You can see for upper body rotation, and this control is for lower body. So now before starting a walk, we'll see the reference, then we'll start doing poses. So here we have reference and we'll start making contact pose. I will start with the legs. First I will take this leg forward, then take this leg backward. I will try to keep the same distance. Okay, I will keep this 4, I will keep this -4. So it's naturally it is not like that, but in a cycle we have to do it with calculation, so you will get the perfect walk cycle. Then we will rotate this, then maybe I will take 8. Okay, then I will use the opposite hands. First I will take this down, then go back pose, then I will rotate this in x-axis little bit. Okay, so here we have very rough pose. Now what I will do, I will make this, I will lift this, rotate. Okay, then I will rotate this one. And you can take this little forward, maybe like 4.3. Okay, and here in the y-axis. Okay, and again you can take this little forward around 4.4 to make a proper contact. Then here also I will take this like 4.4. Okay, but I'm getting too much stretch here in the leg. What I will do, I will down this little bit, then go to graph editor, then go to y-axis, move this little bit up. Okay, so now we have a contact. Then pose the hands. So for chest, for COG, we rotated in y-axis like this. You can see the value is 8. Okay, so same what I will do, I will rotate these 3 controls one by one. Like first I will rotate this in opposite direction, all the 3. in the same value. Okay, like maybe, but now what I will do, take this control, you can reduce this maybe -7, and this one maybe -5, because I don't want to rotate only in the chest because it looks weird. When you twist your body, your spine from COG, it will affect from the COG. So, but this part is more affected than this one. Okay, so that's why I gradually rotated this. For example, this is 5, then this is 7, and this is -10. Okay, you can see from the front view we have a reference over here, this one. You can see the hand. Okay, how it is. So I will rotate this inside and take this in. So don't use these one like this, don't use this. Maybe you can lock these two axis. I will use only y axis. It's always better to use only y axis, otherwise you will stuck in by gimbal lock and all. Now what I'm doing is, this is too much straight. I'm giving little slight curve in the hand to make a better pose. Then pose the fingers. Then same you can pose this over here. So now what I will do, I have a script for mirror. I will use this. I will take all these controls, not these two, all the hand controls. Then I will mirror this. So I will get, so for this mirror is not working because the axis is different for finger controls. Okay, so I'll take this in, select all three controls, take this in, and from front view rotate this inside. You can see here in the reference, you can see here. So here I will rotate this in, okay, and rotate. So also we missed this part, actually for neck also we need to keep it in the master, so I forget this. So when you rotate the body, for example you rotate a chest, the head is following with the chest. So what I will do, select the neck and move this local to master. Okay, the head will stay in the same position. Let's say if you rotate this, the head will stay here only, the same position. Okay, so you won't get to do the counter animation. Now we have a pose, check this in all direction, and maybe I will give a little smile over here. Then go to frame 25, again set key, here we'll set this to 25 frames. Now go to frame 13, again set the frame. Okay, so now we have contact pose on all the 3 frames, 1, 13 and 25. Now what I will do, here I will switch the pose and like I will mirror the pose. For example, this leg will go forward. Okay, then this leg. So what I will do here, if you see, this leg is minus 4.4. The same value I will give here. Let's see it will be working or not. Minus 4.4. So yes, it is working. Then I will take this, control the same value, 20. I will make this 20 round figure. Okay, maybe 20.1 because I need a subtle bend. So same value I will use here for this, 20.2. Then this one, make it 0. So I think we missed this one. So in this, if I set a key, so actually what happened is, so this control is not added over here. Also this control, for now we can do manually. So we'll keep this minus 18. Minus 20, right? Minus 18. Minus 18. So here the value is 4.4. So we'll keep the same value. Minus. Then a two viewport, front and side. So you need a patience for this. It takes time to do a pose. The first two initial poses are working better, then whole animation will look good. So you need to work on this front hand. It's not properly matched. You can take a marker and draw here. You can take this little in and you can rotate it like this. Maybe 10 will be better. And you can rotate this outside. The values are not same all the time, we can change. So now this is because of walk cycle, I'm doing it very mechanical way. So here we have walk cycle, then we'll go to 7. Okay, select everything, set key, also include these two controls, and then on 19 set key, select all and set key. So we have like 1, 7, 30, 19 and 25, like you see in the reference. So here in passing pose, what I will do, zero out all these keys, select all and then 0, then also select all those keys and 0 here. So now what I will do, keep this like the same only, then take this and move up. Pose like this for passing pose. Okay, and we'll take the pelvis little up. Okay, same, we'll go to graph editor, copy paste the same value on frame 19. So we have two initial poses. You can see the walk cycle. Then we can go to frame 19, zero out all the key poses for flute. Then take one leg, make a passing pose. Now we'll make a down pose on frame number 4. Select the foot control, zero out everything. Then take it little down and select the back leg. Then move it backward. Then you will see the down pose. Select all control set key. I will select these two controls which are not included in the script, in the mail here. So we'll copy and paste over 16 because our 16 frame number 16 is again the down pose. Okay, you can do it manually. So for the first time you can spend little time on doing each pose. If you do 4 poses properly, 4 8 poses properly, then your walk cycle will looks good. Down, passing, contact. Go to frame 10, take this little up, go to graph editor, to y-axis. You will see you can make this like till down, proper value like 0.29, looks good. Then go to 22, select this and copy paste. We have just a rough blocking now. We'll work on weight shift, hands, overlap for chest, head, and we'll work on legs. Then I will work on weight shift. On frame 7 we'll move little bit. You can see frame 1 and 7. You can change a value, like take a proper value minus 0. I will take a minus 0.6. Then move to frame 19. Here I will take plus 0.6. Then you can see the weight shift. There is slight jerk. We'll delete the frame 4. Select the control and go to graph editor. Next axis, delete the key on frame 4 and insert the key again. Same, delete the key on 16, insert the key. Now you'll see the smooth action. So hope this is helpful. This is the rough blocking pass. In the next video we'll complete this. We'll add overlap and add more breakdowns and polish the walk. So stay tuned for next video. Do like and share the video and subscribe the channel.